So yeah, if you've been following, if you haven't been under a rock, you know that there was an attempt on Trump's life a few weeks back, but there just keeps new information just keeps coming out. This is crazy. Now it looks like U.S. Today's got a little bit of it, and this is the funny thing. All the mainstream news media are actually reporting kind of legit on this a little bit. You can tell that they're being quiet on certain things, on certain aspects of it, but I think they know they can't really hide a lot of this, so they're just kind of getting out there, which is kind of good to see. But I'm going to read this. This is by USA Today, and as we know, they're a bit of a dumpster fire. But I do like to read stuff from them from time to time because you get you get more of a left-leaning perspective. But they're not the worst. So let's see what they have to say here. So Trump gunman spotted 90 minutes before shooting. Texts show SWAT team speaks. Members of a local SWAT team at the scene the day former President Donald Trump was shot spoke out for the first time Monday, citing communication failures with the Secret Service, but acknowledging that we all failed that day. Excuse me. I remember standing in the parking lot talking to one of the guys after the July 13th shooting. Mike Priolo, member of the Beaver County, Pennsylvania SWAT team, said on ABC's Good Morning America, "We just became part of history, and not in a good way." Also Monday, ABC News reported obtaining text messages indicating that would-be gunman Thomas Matthew Crooks drew the attention of a sniper more than 90 minutes before the shooting began on the grounds of the Butler Farm Show. That is more than a half hour earlier than previously reported. So, see, as it goes on, we're finding new, like more and more information, right? If you watch the Patrick Bet David podcast, he actually did a really good summary of sort of what they know up to that point, talking about a third gunman, shouldn't say it. Yeah, technically a third gunman, but really what they've expected is two gunmen. The first being Crooks, the second being the sniper, but they're detecting a sort of a third gunman, or speculating that there's a third gunman. Sounds a lot like Grassy Knoll. A sniper leaving the area where local SWAT members assembled texted the others that he saw Crooks sitting to the direct right on a picnic table about 50 yards from the exit. He also texted that Crooks saw him leave the area with a rifle, so he knows you guys are up there. About an hour before the shooting, sniper team member Gregory Nickel told Good Morning America he saw Crooks take a rangefinder from his pocket. Now, that's the weird thing. Rangefinder isn't kind of like, it's not like binoculars or something like that. It's kind of a weird thing to have. It's sort of specific to shooting, which is, should have been kind of a red flag for them to say, what's this guy got a rangefinder for? But though rangefinders were not banned from rallies, Nichols said Crooks' picture took Crooks' picture and called in a warning of suspicious presence. He was looking up and down the building, Nichols said. It just seemed out of place. Crooks opened fire shortly after 6, killing rally attendee Corey Compentor, 50, wounding Trump in the ear and critically injuring 2 other men. A Secret Service sniper on the other roof fatally shot Crooks, authorities say. "I think we all failed that day," Pirillo said. "People died, and if there was anything we could have done to stop that, we should have." Well, duh. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, their tips. The Secret Service responsible for the security that day typically is supported by local law enforcement. Jason Woods, team leader for Beaver County's Emergency Services Unit and SWAT Sniper Section, told Good Morning America his team was supposed to meet with the Secret Service before the event, but they didn't, strangely enough. That's kind of weird. "That was probably a pivotal point where I started thinking things were wrong because the meeting never happened," Woods said. He had no communication not until after the shooting. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle took responsibility for the security breakdown and resigned from her post. So now it looks like Trump's going to actually do like an interview, a standard interview and stuff. It just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like to me anyway, this is kind of taking a while for how important this was and is. You'd think that there would be a lot more, haste to try and get to the bottom of this, but weeks? I mean, geez, it just seems like they're just dragging their feet on this and nobody really cares that much, which is kind of crazy to me. Let me move over this way. Well, center myself out a little bit. But I don't know. Like I said, if you want to catch sort of a really good summary of it, go check out Patrick Bet David and Valuetainment. There's a video where he talks about sort of what they know up to that point. I think he dropped it about a week ago, something like that, maybe less, maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. It's just really good. It's a really good sum up. and questions a few things, like I said, third gunman, that kind of thing. So just check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments.